back to my YouTube channel Digital. In today's video lesson, we shall discuss about disadvantage or demerits or criticism of globalization. Though the globalization is benefit or beneficial or advantage, there has been many advantages of globalization for both developing countries, but it is not free from any criticism. Today we shall discuss about some of the disadvantages of globalization and or demerits of globalization or cons of globalization. Globalization is not free from any criticism. It has some disadvantages or demerits. Some of the disadvantages of globalization are discussed as follows. First, unemployment. Globalization can increase unemployment rate. It demands for higher skilled work with cheaper price. But countries where institutions are relatively weak are not capable of producing highly skilled workers. As a result, the unemployment rate is increasing in those countries. Globalization encourages privatization, so there has been disinvestment and privatization of public sector industries. The entrepreneurs use advanced technology instead of manpower. The unemployment problem has been created a great problem due to the globalization. Next is the new imperialism. Globalization creates a new brand of imperialism all over the world. There has been a hand of imperialism in late 20th century. Globalization establishes a new brand of imperialism because the capitalist country control over the developing or third world countries through their multinational corporations. Those countries not only decline their economic sovereign power, but also they lose culturally and politically. Hence, globalization brings new form of imperialism globally. Next is the lack of social security. It is also an important disadvantage or demerits of globalization. In the process of globalization, the public sector undertakings or public sector industries are privatized or invested, and the private entrepreneurs or capitalist class limit or seize some of the posts in their own industries. Due to impact of globalization, the state go away from welfare and social service activities. Globalization is materialistic rather than humanitarian. Hence, it lacks social security. Next is the trade imbalance. The balance of trade refers to the balance of value between a country's exports and import of goods and services. As a result of globalization, any country can trade or to any part of the globe. That is why in some cases developing countries are so much depend on developed countries in terms of import of goods, and their export capabilities are lower than import. The trade imbalance has been occurring. Next, the environmental loot or environmental problem. Globalization creates environmental problem globally, especially in the developing states. The pace of globalization, the pace of industrialization is increasing as a result of globalization. Industrialization boosts the economic growth, but it harms the environment as well. Multinational corporations also use the natural resources of different countries extensively for their production. Chemical industries are very harmful to our environment or health by polluting the soil, water and air. Next is the downtrodden small and cottage industries. Globalization affects seriously the small and cottage industries of developing states or developing countries. The globalization has altered the village and small scale industries, sounded death knell to it, as they cannot withstand the competition arising from well-organized multinational corporations' threat to agriculture. Globalization is also posing as a threat to agriculture in developing or underdeveloped countries of the world. As with the WTO trading provisions or guidelines or directions, agriculture commodities market of the poorer and developing countries will be flooded from goods from countries at the rate which lower than indigenous farm products, leading to a death blow to many states or countries. Next is the unequal economic growth. While globalization tends to the increased economic growth for many countries, or rapid economic growth in many countries, especially developed countries, the growth is not equal. Richer developed countries often benefit more than the developing countries. Development of consumerism. There has been a flow of luxurious and attractive commodities from developed countries to developing countries or underdeveloped countries due to free trade policy and acute competition among the industries across the world or across the globe. As a result, the consumerism developed among all sections of people in both developed and developing countries. Next is the decline of state. In the age of globalization, there is the decline of states or sovereign state. The process of globalization threatens external sovereignty, liberty, independence of the sovereign states. The sovereign states are controlled by some international organization, developed state, and powerful multinational corporations. Hence, globalization brings the decline of sovereign states. Thank you very much. In next video lesson, we shall discuss about sovereignty or sovereign state. Thank you very much.